Hello and welcome back to Think Code and More. So today what I'm going to be doing is a Unity video. And Unity is a game editor or game development software. And I think it's a bit more easier than Xcode. It has a more simple layout to use. And what we're going to do in this project is we'll just figure out how to load a new scene by pressing a button. And it doesn't have to be by pressing a button. You can also make it if two objects collide. And this is really just there if you want to add like a restart scene. For example, you are a character jumping over walls. If you hit the wall, then that's a collide. Or if you hit the wrong button or something, it just shows another scene saying you want to restart, go to main menu, like that. So let's get into it. So here I have this. Let's make a new 3D project. I'll call it YouTube Scene Manager. Save it wherever you would like. And now Unity will open up from the bottom. And I also recommend using a mouse because movement and everything inside a scene, it kind of only works with a mouse and not really with anything else. As you can see, it's starting server, resolving packages, and it should open up soon. Okay. Now it is opening up. So, what we're gonna do first is let's create, not a panel. Well, we can let's keep the canvas, but we don't need the panel. Now, if we were to look at our game, we're gonna see this. Now, inside our canvas, let's add, let's say, a button. A button. So right here, button. We've added a button. Now, let's have the text in the button say main menu. Not menu. Now, if we were to go to our game here, it'll say not enter menu, main menu. There we go. Oh, it's because I clicked enter. So there we have our button. Now it doesn't look that special, so we can kind of change it a bit. Also, canvases are very, very big, and I think I'm on the opposite side of it, so I will turn around. There we go. So let's just enlarge this. Click R, and then with the middle, yep. So now that and also make sure you're not selected on the text, on the button. You want to resize the button. Now, just to make it look nice, we can go to our color. It will open our color wheel. Let's just make its normal color a nice blue. It doesn't have to look good. When you're hovering over it, you want to make it that same blue, but you want to make it a bit lighter. At least that's what makes sense usually. I'm going to put it right there. Then, when you press it, I'll do this, but I want it to be a bit darker. So now, if we are in our game here, we can't really do anything yet because we have to click play for that. So that's pretty much all we need in here. We are going to do something with this. So for now, let's just keep it like this. Later, we're going to have to drag our canvas into this. But now let's actually make another scene. And let's call this play scene. And let's just go here, scene, play scene. We're gonna have to keep these names in mind as well. Let's save the changes we made to the other scene. Let's make a button. Now it will automatically make a canvas for us. And let's just have this text say play. Once again, size doesn't really matter. And whoops, I made that mistake. You want to make sure you're on the button and then click the resize. Now let's just make this a separate color. Pink. Normal color. Highlighted color is going to be just lighter. And then we have our pressed color. It's going to be darker. And it doesn't have to be exact. This is just a test project. Now that we have both of these scenes, let's actually go into our assets and let's create a C# script. Let's call this menu or scene managers. Scene manager. Or actually, let's delete this and call it menu manager, because scene manager is used inside the code. It should delete it, yes. Now let's create a C# script, and let's call this menu manager. Now, while it is importing whatever assets needed, let's double click and open our code. Now in this, we do not need any of this, and what we're gonna have to do is put in using Unity Engine dot scene management. And I think I spelled that right. Then all we have to do is let's make a public void, no parameters, and let's put inside here scene manager dot load scene, and then in parentheses here we're gonna add in some quotes, and also we have to add a name. Whoops. Public void. Let's do this one. Let's make this go to the play scene. Play scene loader. And let's just put in here play scene. At least that's what we called it, probably. It shall import. Yes, play scene. And whoops, since I didn't finish, let's go back here. Add a semicolon. And that's pretty much it. Let's just add another one, and let's call this main menu, or main menu loader. And that was called sample scene because that was the first scene that we used in the project. And now all we have to do is let's go back here and let's wait for it to import. Now let's go to our canvas and drag and drop our menu manager onto this. Now let's first do this button. We want to add something that happens on the click. Now this is what we're going to use as our game object. And now see, we have this menu manager script on it. We have all of these functions. And the reason we wrote public and not just void, whatever the function name was, public makes it so that you can actually use it here. And when we click play, let's just make it go to the main menu. And then, these are just going to be interchangeable. We're just going to go back and forth. Then, let's go to our separate or other scene, and let's go to our sample scene, or our first scene. Make sure to save. Now, back into our assets, drag our menu manager script back onto that. And now, let's go inside this, to the button, and drag in our canvas. Oh, whoops, can't do that yet. Now, drag in our canvas, and select the placing loader. So now when you click main menu, it'll go to play. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this on Unity, iOS development, and also I might get into a bit of iOS development that's actually in Unity. A normal project that you make, it's usually automatically for PC, unless you actually got all of, or PC or Mac, unless you got the requirements for the mobile and the Android. So I'll show you guys that in another video. Make sure to just leave a like and comment down below if you want me to do that. So, bye.